12,000 is just shockingly low regardless of outside factors, no matter how you put it. This is the final jobs report before the election as well. This jobs report missed by a country mile. U.S. economy October job numbers were shockingly low. Now, we knew that the numbers were going to come in lower. We were warned of that, but nobody could have predicted that the numbers were going to be this bad. Now, in this video, we're going to discuss this latest U.S. jobs report. We're going to talk about what it means for the economy, what it means for the Fed's next policy rate decision, and most importantly, what does it mean for you and me? Now, before we get started, let me just say that if you like content like this, leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. Make sure you subscribe for more content like this and hit that thumbs up button for me. The U.S. economy added just 12,000 jobs in October. Now, just for reference, it was expected that it would add about 112,000 jobs in October. So this jobs report missed by a country mile. Now, we were told to take this jobs report with a grain of salt. Two major hurricanes and a large labor strike definitely contributed to the numbers, but at the same time, 12,000 is such a low number even when you consider the outside factors. If the report came in at, let's say, 50, 75,000, 100,000, something along those lines, that can be explained by outside factors, but 12,000 is such a big miss. It is hard to It's hard to explain that even when you consider all the outside stuff that took place. Data collection was an issue during this time period as well. Weather affected places. They had a shorter period to collect data, and it is expected that the numbers do get revised up, probably quite a bit. So again, you got to take the numbers with a grain of salt, but you know, with this report coming in at 12,000, it's shocking. There's no other way to put it. But the unemployment rate, it did stay steady at about 4.1%. So you know, the jobless claims, they were down recently, and with everything going on, even though the numbers are, you know, quite low and, you know, made major headlines, you got to also understand that it's not like it's a labor market crisis. You don't have a whole bunch of layoffs, people losing jobs. There is explainable factors, and you know, you got to also factor in the data is not correct at this time. Now, with the Federal Reserve having their next rate policy meeting early November, it's kind of all but guaranteed at this point that that quarter rate cut is going to take place. I know that they're going to obviously look at this report. They're probably going to jump at first when they see the numbers, but when they consider those outside factors, the two major hurricanes, the large labor strikes that are taking place right now, they're going to take it with a grain of salt. They're going to look at the inflation numbers, which are pretty solid. The jobless claims are, again, fair, just normal numbers. I don't think that they're going to cut larger than that 0.25%, and I don't think that any of the numbers that we are seeing is telling them to not make a cut either. It is interesting to note too that this is the final jobs report before the election as well. Now, it's to be seen how this report affects or sways any voters or election numbers, and you know, it might not have that big of effect. It might have a big effect. All of that is to be seen. But out of all the recent jobs report that we have had, the big numbers, the okay numbers, this to be the last one before the election, and it is the most eye-popping one by far. But all in all, I think that this jobs report and everything else that's going on in the economy, the Federal Reserve is going to stay the course. They are more than likely going to cut by that 0.25%. If you like content like this, leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. Make sure you subscribe for more content like this and hit that thumbs up button for me.